Greetings once again, ladies and gentlemen, both and neither, to the final installment for the year in our ongoing Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle, Sydney by Night, entitled The Reunion. I'm Aria, and I'll be your humble storyteller for this evening. Tonight is the culmination of everything our kindred have faced so far, drawing a conclusion to this current season. Fear not, we'll have a handful of epilogue episodes that will release on YouTube between now and the start of the second season next year, for all you lore fiends to feast upon until we resume. For now, we press on, and without further ado, let's tell a vampire story. We begin at the end of the scene in Sydney Secluded's office suite, where our party plans the meeting with Alyssa Noir. Victoria, still being very stunned by what she's just witnessed, is not going to say anything and stare at the wall. The rest of the kindred make the plans and figure out a game plan.
We've determined that a portion of our coterie here is going to move out to engage with this unknown kindred. The others will stay here so that we don't lose everything.
Victoria picks her ears up. She says, if she's still alive, I may think that the only chance we have of stopping her is if we all go. But I know that comes at a price. So this is going to be an open discussion. And I finally may have realized how she managed to survive all these years. She's powerful, but not infallible.
Dangerous. We're going to already have to do something to cover for the fact that she was spilling masquerade secrets over the PA system in this club. There's a lot of damage control to do here. Ignoring the fact that she is potentially a low enough generation vampire that she shouldn't even be walking the earth right now. I really am loath to send our entire group here to meet something that might kill us, and therefore have nothing left to pick up the pieces after.
Can I suggest a hybrid solution then? Maybe the original 5, 6 including myself, can encounter Alyssa, the rest of us close by, to either flee or provide support or what have you to the encountering party. There's a chance that she could see us coming, but that's less of a risk than all of us, half of us staying here. So, what does everyone else think?
I agree. I don't think we should send everyone. But that does sound like a good option.
She turns to Victor and she says, Baron, do you have any fellow mountaineers around the Bicentennial Park area that could maybe provide assistance if needed?
I'm sure I could come up with someone, but what happened to washing the graveyards and morgues? Don't we have the other reason dead to worry about? If we're all in one place, well, something will go wrong. We just don't know what.
Good point. Good point. Kira, do you have any input?
Yes, ma'am. I do. As a matter of fact, Nicholas, I think the first thing that we need to sort out that's an emergency, in my opinion, please have Miss Matheson tighten up security on the cyber networks, because the fact that she was able to hack into my PA system and, heaven forbid, more, I find that a major source of concern, and I am not happy about that. I don't know how she was able to. I don't know. I was under the impression that kindred, typically are not known for their use of technology, especially someone who is seemingly as old as she may very well be. And so that's my first primary source of concern. We need Miss Matheson to up security protocols, and we need that ASAP, please.
Of course, ma'am.
Somewhat to that point, we should not be having this conversation here. She's made it very clear she has ears in this building. We have no desire to plan in front of enemy.
I
If I
agree with
may
that,
inter-
actually, as well. I think we need to go somewhere else.
If I may interject, have we confirmed that the entire PA system in this building was compromised, or just the office? My dealings with Alyssa, she can be forward, but she's still careful. It's possible only this room heard her.
Well, there's only one way to find out about that.
As the group is discussing things, we're very rudely interrupted by a very jolly Malkavian that is entering through the office door. Illyria storms into the room, all giddy and very Malkavian. Muted. Oh, there you go.
Home again, jiggity jig.
Valeria kind of gets a reaction from the rest of the group. Victoria kind of just smirks and chuckles. It's a bit of a light-hearted humor in the midst of such dire straits. But then she immediately comes back to reality and she says, Valeria, where have you been?
Where have I been? Where am I? Where shall I be? Cars, trams, trains, automobile. Do you know that dirigibles are an excellent form of transport, and they can transport you through all the places? Why is everyone looking so glum?
Well, there was an incident.
Situation.
Come in,
Oh.
we'll discuss.
Okie dokie.
Kira and Nicholas tried to ascertain if the breach was only in the room or not. They contact some of the club staff, I would
There is
imagine.
something. Yes, we have a Willow Matheson who is head of our security personnel when it comes to a more cyber nature. But there is something above character, and as Ashley, that I would like to bring up. That's a matter of importance.
Sure.
I mean, we can role play it as like maybe we allowed her in, but our elevator has a specific setup to where, you know, it can go up to the first floor and second floor, the theater being the second floor, and then back to the main floor, fine. But the third floor, which is where my private suite is, as big as it is, it's something that only through 2 security measures already pre-established through all 3 of us, being you, Nicholas, and I, that it requires 2 forms of identification that only Nicholas and I possess. So we can, I guess, role play it that we, I guess, allowed her in, or
I mean, it stands to reason
none of us had
that
to go and get her.
it stands to reason that the club might be compromised. So there could be many different ways for Valeria to make up the staircase, but it's also possible that the club staff let her
There's
up.
no staircase.
The elevator.
Club staff couldn't have.
Vivian.
Okay. Well, I guess she made it in somehow.
But there's only. Well, I was gonna say we can just say that Nicholas or I allowed her in because there wouldn't be a breach because it only has our identification.
Yeah. That aside.
But anyway, the next thing that I would.
Yeah, that aside. So you would contact the club staff to determine if it was just this room or others that were compromised.
Mm-hmm. I'll leave that to Nicholas because Willow Matheson is admittedly my staff, since everybody's my staff, and Nicholas is my head of security, but Willow Matheson specifically and only reports to him. This is a person handpicked by Nicholas himself.
I believe that Nicholas would take this as an opportunity to be out of the room and try to sort his thoughts when he goes to deal with the cybersecurity personnel in person.
Okay,
Also
so you
means
go
that
and
he's not using a potentially compromised communication system in the building.
Yep. So you go and seek out your head of security. They tell you that we didn't hear anything on the PA system. There was nothing at all. And the club music was if we heard anything, it would have drowned it out. I think it was fine.
Do you hear the voices I hear? I'm so excited.
Meanwhile, back in the office, Victoria and the rest of the group discuss various different things with Valeria. Victoria says to her, "An elder kindred that I thought long dead compromised the club and my phone, which is now destroyed." She points at the phone that's basically in pieces on the floor.
Yeah.
She wants to meet,
Oh,
and she's not nice.
is she a bad, bad old lady?
Correct.
Oh. What if gave her a hug and squeezed her really, really, really tight? Would she be less of a bad, bad, bad lady?
Let me just put this in simple words.
Oh.
She would likely destroy you before you got close.
It's rude! Extraordinarily rude. No, I don't like her now. I was going to make her blood cupcakes, but you know what? No blood cupcakes for her.
Yeah, well, she's bad news. So, yeah, we have to make a game plan.
Victoria, I see the colors of blue, aubergine. Why are you so afraid? Hey,
This kindred is far stronger than any other kindred you would have met. She's formidable. This is the pinnacle of our entire existence as kindred. And it's not to be taken lightly.
I will take the weight and I will carry it. Understood.
Victoria looks to the rest of the room. She says, Lyra, the Tremere are known to, let's say, interact with my clan, La Sombra. Is there anything we could do in terms of your fancy blood magic to prepare for this incoming threat?
As for preparing, the only thing I could possibly try is see if I can have a premonition on what's going on.
Right.
But other than that, I don't have much in the way of preparation.
Okay.
In the moment, I do have a couple of things I could do or use, but
Right.
I've never been much for preparing.
Fair enough. She turns to a sprayer and she says, anything you could add to the situation, Espria? The Nos know a lot of knowledge about occultism and things like that. Is there anything you could impart on us?
I'm still relatively new and don't have too much information, sadly.
That's fair. Victoria looks around the room. She's just like, notices that Nicholas has vacated the room. She asks Kira, where did Nick go?
If I had to guess, he's dealing with one of our personnel, Amos Matheson, who is in charge of cybersecurity to help assess the current threat upon Sydney Secluded, and I trust that he will not only have an answer, or at the very least be able to help further, but maybe game plan a way to make sure that we are far more secure in the future.
Yeah, might be an idea. Nix, did you have any insights?
No. I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
You're
I was
fine.
trying to fix my camera.
We were trying to get from everyone anything they could do to prepare for the incoming altercation that's about to unfold.
Yes.
Anything that you would be able to impart about dealings with the La Sombra and the Sabbat?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Very well. I guess I'm probably the most equipped to give some insight, so yeah. Well, I guess we don't have to we have to wait for the morning, so maybe do we vacate this premises and go rest for the night? Or do we think it's safe here?
I do think it is safe, as a matter of fact. I think.
Good.
I do think it's safe, as a matter of fact, and if what I suspect to be true, if even this suite of mine, which I can't understand exactly how, but if just my suite is compromised, then everywhere else should be safe. So all of you, as you know, would be my guests. You can sleep in the private rooms down below on the first floor, and I can make sure Mr. Matsumoto, he will make sure that nobody disturbs you all. And additionally, you can rest as you please or indulge as you please. But yeah, my private suites are yours for room if you need.
As you're speaking, Nicholas re-enters the room and he imparts what he found out about the breach.
According to Ms. Matheson, the rest of the club is unaware of the compromise. She's going through the security access logs, but in the meantime, I've had her take us off the internet. We're currently dark on the grid, and it's going to stay that way until such time as this problem is dealt with.
It was a good call. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course. Now,
well,
it still leaves us with the issue that she very likely has this exact location and knows it's your haven, which is far more information than is safe for her to have.
As my head of security, I see only two options. I'm sure you can probably imagine them as well. What would your counsel be if we were to do something?
We temporarily relocate to a more defensible position, one that is less public in case something unexpected happens, and we hope that all of this is a show of force to encourage us to respond, that she doesn't intend to take any kind of action against the Haven. This is supported by the evidence that she did not simply broadcast her message to you at the entire club. So discretion is more on her mind than I had originally credited. Given that, I find it unlikely that she will assault this place. But if that's wrong, if I've misassessed, the fallback should be to not be here.
I do wish to hear from everyone else. Espria, Valeria, Nyx, Lyra, of course, Baron. But before I say that, I'd like to give my opinion just rather quickly. I think that's actually a brilliant assessment. I think that is the way to go. And additionally, I do have a plan, a course of action to be somewhere safe, somewhere unexpected, somewhere no one would look, and somewhere
Let-
only one of us would know the location. But
Before
I
you see
leave it to all
anything
of you
else,
to, yeah.
we have already covered this place is compromised. She can hear us. If you go and tell us
Indeed.
the plan of where it is we're going, while in the compromised building, that next place is shit.
This is very correct.
As a matter of fact, Baron, that is true, which is why I wasn't going to share it. I was hoping that we would share that the course of action would be wise if we were to take a course of action, but as for the specifics, it's rather apparent that we will be wise to continue where we may need to go should the option arise, but I think we should step outside. I think we should take the elevator, go down, and exit the premises and continue with what I believe to be a good plan, so long as the individual that I speak of consents.
Everyone is going to follow you down to the club's foyer, where a vehicle awaits with your driver in the driver's seat, ready to take you wherever you need to go. And the scene outside is kind of eerie. You don't feel like you're being watched, but it's possible.
I'd like to activate something, if I may.
It's about 3 a.m. right now. So wherever you intend to go to discuss future plans, it needs to be within about an hour's drive minimum of the club.
I want to make sure that we are outside the premises before I say my next thing, and I'd like to either be heading towards a vehicle, or at the very least, outside where we have some privacy.
The back, you're in the back alleyway of the club where the vehicle is, and you're all kind of filing into the vehicle.
Okay, near your office, then, Nicholas, because we have a back door for you.
Valeria would like to
Alright,
activate as well. Sorry.
Ooh, what would you like to activate? Because I was just thinking something as well, Valeria. I want to do something similar to you, but I want to cover our bases. So what are you thinking? Because I was going to go
sense the unseen, because I can always run that for free.
Oh.
And
right.
Valeria has, since that conversation and those words from Victoria, she has toned herself completely down. She still has that unpredictable, not quite there, always somewhere else but present vibe. But she is much more grounded, and her movements are controlled.
So for sense the unseen, give me a wits resolve and auspex roll, including your hunger die, which is currently just 1.
Okay. Hunger die, and my...
And what would I need to roll to activate heightened senses hearing?
Heightened senses, I believe, is free.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. It is true. But I think
free,
I do a hunger check, no?
it's a wits and resolve. No, it's a free action. You don't need to make a rouse check. It's just a wits and resolve roll.
Okay.
For heightened senses.
Copy that.
Okay, I've got an Ankh with 2 stars. I should really turn a light on. A blank. And is that an Ankh? I think that's an Ankh.
So it's 3 successes.
I'm rolling.
Yeah.
With that, you don't notice anything in the immediate vicinity. You feel a bit uneasy, but you don't notice anything in the immediate vicinity.
Okay.
What was your roll for heightened senses, Kira?
Yes, storyteller. I rolled 2 successes.
2 successes. And what was the highest sense you heightened, sorry?
Hearing.
Hearing. You don't hear anything in the immediate vicinity. You do hear something, but it's in the distance. What you hear is around the kilometer away, if not more. It's nothing to really. It's just some noise at this stage, probably. You don't really hear anything in the immediate vicinity. You think you're safe, but again, you feel uneasy.
All right.
We're outside, yes.
Yes.
I would like to activate Unseen Passage and pretty much just disappear.
Okay. Give me a RAS check.
So success.
Okay, success, so you don't get any hungrier, and you become invisible. You suddenly disappear.
Quick question: is that broken through speech?
No, yes. Any action.
Damn.
I'm pretty much just leaving. Like, I'm... Bye.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to make a plan, but it seems like it's already fucked.
Yeah, I'll see you with Dawn. I have business to conduct elsewhere, so I pretty much just, as typical Nos, Batman the fuck out of there.
Very well.
Well, I'm going to
Okay,
still
so
share my
Freya.
plan, and when we get no answer, we'll understand why.
Okay. Well, go ahead and state your plan, Kira.
All right, now that we're all together again and somewhere probably better, first things first, I hear something off in the distance. I don't know what I hear. Can't really tell you what it could be, what it would be, but it gives me a bit of unease.
So to be clear...
And additionally, I think we need to get...
I was going to say, to be clear, everyone is filing to the vehicle, and we're all currently outside. The various kindred are making surveil checks with various discipline abilities to surveil the area around the vehicle. And once that's done, we'll all file into the vehicle, and then you will decide where you want to go for the night. If everyone wants to go to their various havens or what have you.
Well, the first thing I was going to do was that I was going to mention to everybody that now that we're all together and somewhere preferably a lot easier to talk, Espria, Valeria, Nyx, Lyra, Nicholas, Baron, I propose that we go somewhere that only one person would know, somewhere safe, somewhere that they would definitely not be aware of, so long as they're consenting. But I was thinking, and this is going to be the strangest and worst thing to say as a Ventrue, but I was thinking, what if we go to your haven, Espria, go down below, somewhere to hide out, somewhere to be safe, and you could show us the way, and maybe we can game plan a strategy.
After you're all filed into the vehicle and your driver has driven off in a random direction to just try and get away from the club, because that's just his protocol that he's been given as your driver. You're just on the road, you're just kind of driving aimlessly. You notice Espria is not in the vehicle. We have Victoria, Valeria, Nyx, yourself, Kira, Nicholas, Lyra, and Victor, but no Espria. She's not in the vehicle.
She is an Osferatu, so she could be here. She has the unique capability of not wanting to be seen, so if she's here, I hope she can hear me, because this is going to be very contingent on her being here. So Esprit, if you can hear me, this is the plan. What do you think?
There's no response.
We have a place where we could go.
All
but
right.
It would be very squishy.
Do tell.
Well, I've got my apartment. It will not be comfortable for all of us, but if we're desperate.
Desperation may be partially true, but if I may ask, boldly, in fact, Miss Darkwell, would people be aware of this premises? Because if we're fleeing my haven, then being somewhere safe will be contingent on someone having prior knowledge where you may be. Because if we all have havens or known whereabouts, then that would be the first place that they would look.
True.
Victoria interjects. She says, on the topic of personal havens, I have a rather large one that could house us all. My caution, though, is that Alyssa might know where it is. But we should probably be operating under the assumption that she knows where we're going anyway, because that's the kind of kindred that she is. So, in light of that, everyone is welcome to stay in my mansion, and we can arise and wake the next night and go to the previously agreed upon location. Anyone can stay there if we're staying behind. That's an option. It's not far.
Okay.
What do we need to know about this mansion of yours besides that she might not already know where it is?
It's a waterfront property with only one entrance to it. Most of the building is underground. It's kind of like an iceberg
like
house.
A bunker.
It's got 7 floors. But
You're still describing a bunker, just a really expensive bunker.
So the first ground 3 levels that are underground are pretty heavily fortified. No light gets down there. And they're very spacious. Then the 4 levels on top are not very open at all. It's a very odd looking house, but wouldn't throw any suspicion off.
Yes, 4-story mansions with large concrete first floors are never suspicious to anyone. I'm going to either regret asking or you're not going to answer, but why did you feel the need to obtain a building that was so heavily reinforced?
With my years, there was a few places that I owned. None more secure than my current place. The reason for such a fortified and indescript building is so that it's off the radar. I have various technology blockers. Phones don't work there. Trackers don't really work there. There's various mitigations against
Sounds like Elysium.
technology in general. It was the site of a former Elysium, but I took it over and made it my own place. And made it more fortified against kindred, specifically.
Well, Nicholas.
Well, I just assume that you
Lyra.
needed to do that because the former occupants were pissed off that you took their Elysium.
That'd be
no
my
comment.
assumption.
Some things are better
This
left
is very helpful.
unsaid.
You know, you give us a sanctum, you give us protection and safety, offer us protection and safety, you give us assurances, but then while everything feels great and it's the right choice, then you give us a little bit more that makes me doubt. So the one thing I can say that has been apparent since the moment I unfortunately laid eyes on you, respectfully, is that we get a lot of good and a lot of bad. We get something and then a whole bunch of nothing. So if I may be so bold as to, I guess, speak for myself, but maybe y'all can chime in and possibly agree. I don't think we have a lot of choice here. I don't think we have a lot of options because, respectfully, wherever Espria, Valeria, you, Miss Darkwell, you, Miss Hemlock, and Victor, wherever you may reside, we can't go somewhere where y'all would call home because that would be the first place that they would look, and I would not want y'all's home to be destroyed. So,
She's going to interject and she's going to say, okay, here's what happened. I erased Mars's memory and then stole the place. That's what happened.
Oh, okay.
It was Mars's former Elysium. There wasn't anyone in it apart from myself and Mars at the time when I stole it, so I took the opportunity, used Forgetful Mind. He doesn't know it exists. Although he's in torpor right now, so I think it's fairly
Great.
safe.
Torpor.
Anyone got any other
Well,
ideas?
I think that this is the best option we have.
Victoria reads out the address to Jeffrey the driver, and in a matter of moments, Jeffrey pulls up in front of the house. Waterfront mansion in Vaucluse. Every other house around it looks very extravagant. Victoria's place doesn't look out of place, but it also doesn't look like it belongs there. It's obvious that she has done various things to make it look nondescript. You'll notice all of your personal devices are just scrambled. Those no longer work in the immediate vicinity of this Elysium. She looks around and then she opens up a garage door manually and she says, "Sukasa mi sukasa." Or whatever the hell you say. You know what I mean. Get in.
Mi casa es su casa.
That's the one. Yeah. I'm not good with languages.
My house is my house. Yes.
Everyone files into the building that's a former Elysium. There's definitely a lot of signs that it was a previous Elysium inside, but most of it has been stripped out and refurnished. You can tell that the building is very secure. You get the sense that there's safety in these walls. She points out that there is various blood bags everywhere in the building. She understands that's not everyone's cup of tea, but that's what she has, so pretty much every freezer or every compartment that you can find that's chilled with blood bags. So if anyone needs to satiate themselves, says feel free. And then she goes to rest.
Unfortunately, it's not my taste, but I'll be fine.
Can I,
Everyone-
Do you have a...
Go ahead, Nicholas.
Nicholas, go ahead.
may I use feral whispers to try and attract some local fauna?
Sure.
Cats, rats, whatever might be around this place.
How many types of animals are you wanting to commune with?
I think that like cats, rats, squirrels, those kinds of things that are natural to the area and scurry about in the darkness would be the ones I want to target with that.
Yeah,
I
I asked
there's
because
dog out there.
the cost for that is a rouse per animal type. So, yeah, I guess you're looking for rodents, for felines. If you're looking for about
Yeah.
3, then it'll be a 3 rouse checks. Yeah. Let's say 2 rouse checks.
All right. Well, one was blank, but the other one was a skull, so I get super hungry.
Yeah, so you just go up to 3. The skull just means a regular failure on rouse check. Okay.
I'm gonna grab a
So
blood
with-
bag.
All right.
Yeah.
So with
And
the
I have an
feral
inquiry as
whispers,
well.
there are a few house
ahead,
house
Storyteller.
cats, a few random rats around, a few random animals and stray dogs and cats and stuff like that around the area. They don't really mention anything of note.
Yeah,
just-
I'm not trying to find information from them. I'm trying to use this to bribe them.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Whatever is about, if I can get my hands on anything. I also don't know what part of town we're in.
Vaucluse is a very rich area on the waterfront of Sydney. Basically every house here would cost over 5 million easy. So there isn't many animals. Most of them are just household pets and what have you, like the neighbors and stuff.
Would I be able to put my hands on anything that would be of value to them with ease?
There's a few cats a few houses down that would be enticed by treats and food in cupboards in their houses.
So to get it, I have to break in.
I mean, you could communicate with the animal to tell them, like, sort of tell them where the food is. Where the treats are.
I can help them steal food by
Yes.
telling them where it is.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to know if I had some kind of leverage here. I wanted them to be on the lookout for people approaching this specific building. That's all I've got.
Yeah. So there's a few cats in a few doors down. There's a dog. The dog a few doors down the other direction. They are now going to be having their eyes on the various surroundings and seeing if there's anything of note.
Thank you.
Sorry, Kira, what were you wanting to do?
Yes, I was going to address Miss Bassett. Do you have a room, preferably a conference room, a meeting room, somewhere with a giant table? Because I want to set up a base of operations for strategizing. I want to take the time to stay up a little bit later and maybe figure out some things, try to plan things with people, especially people who are of interest to the party, and set up there for all conversation and strategizing.
She walks into the elevator and she points at the second level, which is a conference room in there. There's a big meeting room table, and then next to it is a kitchen with a dining room table. She says, "Do these suffice?"
They will indeed. Thank you for your hospitality.
No worries. She heads to her master bedroom, which is in the very lowest basement floor. And she leaves the rest of the coterie and co to go about their business. And with that, we'll take a quick 5-minute break. Stretch your legs, get some snacks, and we'll be right back. Hello again. All of our various kindred wake in for the next night in Victoria's Haven. Everyone make a waking rouse check, please.
I turned a light on so I can see what I'm doing now.
Success.
All right.
My
so
room's
no,
pitch
you
black
go-
as well.
if anyone fails, you grow hungrier.
Is a
I
blank
am
failure.
actually okay.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
And
Quick
there was
question, by the way,
bags enough
storyteller.
to satiate us back to 1, even if we're at 3. Is that correct?
Yes. So, do you have? You don't have the iron gullet merit, so yeah, there'd be plenty of bags, but you'd have to consume quite a lot of them.
Okay.
I've got that one.
So, if we do say you did that, we'll take it down
She
to
took a bunch of mine.
2. Yep.
I also want to point out that I didn't stay inside the haven.
Oh, okay.
I used Earth Meld to sleep outside.
Okay, that's fine.
How was everyone else's rouse checks? I passed.
I'm fine. Yeah.
I did
I'm good.
not pass.
Okay,
Oh.
so
It's not good.
Lyra goes to 2 hunger. All right.
I am actually okay. I passed my hunger check, but I did have a question. With it being a new night, does that mean I recover all of my spent willpower?
Correct. Everyone goes up to every time there's a new
Copy
night.
that.
You're back up to 4 max willpower.
Whatever our willpower total is. Yeah.
What was your waking rouse, Victor and Espriel?
Mine was a success.
Okay, so you don't grow hungrier. And what about Victor?
What's maximum willpower, real quick?
Your willpower is composure
Mine is
plus
5.
resolve. It's the so if your willpower tracker maxes your max willpower, you're fine. But it goes back up to 4 when you
2 and then resolve is 3, so it should be 5. Okay.
should be you've got 5. Yeah. Sorry, Victor, what was your waking rouse?
It was a failure.
Failure. Okay, so you go to 2 hunger as well also. Okay. All right. As everyone wakes up, Victoria goes to find Kira, who is planning at the various tables in the conference room and what have you. She says, Kira, did you make any new plans? Status report?
As a matter of fact, I've been spending far more time than I probably should. It would be better if I had someone to bounce off of, but everybody's busy, and it's wise for us to do our own things, get our head right, and be prepared for what's to come. But what I could muster, what I could ascertain was that what we're dealing with is an elder. I get the feeling that this is someone from the 8th generation, maybe before. They should not be around. They should not be walking. The beckoning should have called to them, but it probably hasn't. Or I don't know how this works. I've not dealt with this ever in my unlife. But what I can say is that they're far more powerful than us all together can manage. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to be more technical. We're going to need to be more smarter. We're not going to brute force this, and we can't rely on conventional means. If there is a fight or a war to come with this individual and whomever they may have at their disposal, we need to be unanimous. We need to be of the same mind, and we need to have a plan that we all agree with, because what we're going to be dealing with could spell final death.
Yes, let's commune with the others and make a plan. She escorts you down to the ground level where everyone, including Nicholas, who is coming from outside, is conjugating. Apart from Miss Bria, who is not in the building as far as we know. Victoria says,
Can
okay.
I do a check to... Oh, sorry. Can I
Go.
do a check to see if I had a premonition overnight?
Yeah, you can, you activate, premonition, which is, let's say it's free, and yeah, give me a resolve plus hospix. So that would be 2 plus 3. And you replace one with your hunger. Oh, replace 2 with your hunger, sorry.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. So during the night, you saw a vision of a dark shadow in a park, and most of the friends that you know meeting up with the rest of the group. You didn't see anything else. It's not really helpful, but it confirms that the meeting is going to take place. And what you can see is that there's certain people that have meted at this place.
Okay.
You come to the foyer, and you communicate this with the rest of the group. Victoria says, okay, so who is going to engage with Alyssa and who isn't? What's that game plan?
I'm quite interested to study this new type of undead that they are bringing with them. I probably won't be too useful in the fight, though.
Fair enough. So you could maybe be in the party that stays a bit further away and observe. Very well.
I think
It's good.
I think it unfortunately behooves us. I look at Nicholas, but I address everyone. I think it unfortunately behooves us that I go no matter what. We know what my plans are, Nicholas, and what I want to do and what's important to me. But I think it behooves us that I go, that I talk, meet with this person no matter the danger. Because perhaps whatever could be arranged or whatever could be communicated, if it's bad, then maybe I can prevent it. Maybe I can talk. Because if there's one thing I'm good at, it's that. I don't know what's to come. I can't predict it. But Victoria asked me what I was doing in the conference room all this time, and I've been spending far more time in there than I should, and far more time than I probably have rested. But what we do needs to be unanimous. What we need to do is something smart and calculated, and if I assume correctly, we're dealing with an elder. I don't know how. We're not going to beat them through conventional means or by being strong or overpowering. So whatever happens, we need to be ready and we need to be smart.
As you finish speaking, Valeria
This could
suddenly
spell
gets a
final
premonition.
death.
Can you give me a resolve plus auspex, please, Valeria? Including your hunger die. So there'll be resolve, which is 2, and auspex, which is 3. Total of 5.
Okay. 1, 2. Can you hear me? 3.
Yep. Yeah.
4, 5. Great. I just muted myself before and I wanted to check I was
And
back.
replace 1 with hunger.
And 1 back and 1 hunger. Okay. I have. Oh, damn it. I have 1 unk, 1 blank, and 1 mean-looking scally face.
Oh, a messy critical.
Uh-oh.
Your premonition. So, okay, so firstly, the messy critical means that you go up in hunger to 2. But the premonition still succeeds. You see your sire, Tristan, floating and somewhat restrained in front of a shadowy figure and raised into the air.
Oh, spaghetti-o.
The premonition ends very abruptly, and what it reveals to you is Alyssa has captured your sire as leverage.
Backdoor.
Mm.
That is not cricket. Very uncool umpire. Oh my. Okay.
Do you communicate this to the
Something
rest of the group?
happening right
What's happening?
now. We're talking about cricket, apparently.
Does Valeria communicate this to the rest of the group,
It's
or
weird.
do you
Aussie
choose to keep it
baseball.
yourself?
She chooses to keep it to herself for the moment
Okay.
because she wants to just make sure that she is seeing things in a correct order.
Very well. As you were saying, Kira?
Yeah, I was saying, because I do at least hear the ramblings on like the random words that Lydia spouts out. I was going to say, sorry, cricket, lovely game, so I hear. What's going on? Are you okay, Valeria?
I think I have to take my bat and ball and go home. Think there's no time to waste. Or is there time? But I was just there.
Maybe
Victoria,
somewhere you need to be.
Victoria notices the clock on the wall that reads 11:25 p.m. And she realizes we should probably get moving. She communicates the rest of the thing. It's about a 45-minute drive. We can discuss on the way.
That's not acceptable. Because we don't have a plan.
I know
Because we haven't actually had
Yeah,
the discussion
exactly.
about what the plan is. We can't put everybody in the vehicle until we have the plan.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes, that's probably a bit
Which I
hasty.
would love to sort that
Okay,
out.
let's discuss.
Yes.
But we need to be quick about it if we are to meet the midnight deadline.
Kira, I
Yes,
have
sir.
put some thought into this my own self, and I normally like agreeing with you. Makes things easy. Tonight I don't like agreeing with you, but I do. I've contemplated that probably what all of this means is no matter what words you exchange with this creature. We're not going to be able to walk away from this without some kind of fight, because we can't do what we need to do while they're around. Going to have to try to take them down. And even if we leave anybody here, survivors, this person isn't going to want to leave that up to chance. So, I think that you're right, you have to be there. I think we all have to be there to give us the best chance of getting through this thing.
If we're to stand a chance, Nicholas, we're going to need every single advantage that we can, and it unfortunately bothers me that Esprit is not here right now, because I think her talent of being visible when she wishes would be of great use to us.
Victoria
we have to
stumbles.
continue. We can't wait.
Victoria stumbles and quickly goes to her technical panel, where she temporarily disables all of the blocking equipment, and quickly shouts across the room, "Okay, you should be able to use your phone. Contact the sprayer, but make it quick. I don't want to keep this off for very long."
We don't have her number. She's never given us anything. We can't contact her.
I don't have a phone.
She's never given us anything.
Do we just
I
yell
mean,
into
I
the
imagine
hallway?
I would definitely have a cell phone.
But
All right.
I thought that she came back and was outside and likely would have run into me since I was coming in from outside.
My understanding is a sprayer.
I think she's still
bucket off to
wherever she's
Haven.
at.
Yeah.
I did.
So,
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So,
Victoria should have my number if I do own a cellular device. I'm assuming at least she would have it.
okay. So,
I know she never
With all-
gave any of us her number.
with a lot of discussion, she flicks back on the jamming equipment. She says, "Okay, we can't go to that sprayer. We're just gonna have to hope that she shows up." But the rest of us are going as a unit. Is that my understanding?
As long as everyone agrees.
Yes.
I can't make anybody go, but I think Kira and I both think that's what's best.
Let's do it.
I want to be clear as well, because I do not profess to know the right answer. I do not know what we should do, but I know that we should play to our strengths. And so what I can definitively state as a fact is that I can talk, I can negotiate, I can apply as much diplomacy as possible, maybe even trade, but if it comes down to war, and I need to know if y'all are ready for this, and you can back out if you wish, and I mean this to you as well, Nicholas, but Baron Victor, Nicholas, you two are going to be our best fighters. You two are going to be the only reason that if there is a fight, final death may not come.
You know, I'm not going anywhere.
Very well.
Valeria
Don't
at
expect
this,
me running off now.
Valeria this whole time has been whispering to herself, "Bat and ball, time to go home."
Right.
While the conversation continues, and she is trying to decide whether to go with them or not go with them, but she realizes that perhaps the path to going home, which is her interpretation of the vision, seeing her sire entrapped, is to stay with the team. And so she shuffles forward and just nods while continuing to mutter to herself.
Victoria reads the room and she says, "Well, do we have everything sorted? Do we need to? Can we leave now? Time is of the essence."
No, Jeffrey will be able to get us there quickly regardless, but We need to know that everybody is unanimous because, again, this plan is contingent upon everybody knowing their part to play, doing everything that's within their capability to make this survivable, because I get the feeling they're not just going to hand us over something of value just because one of us can study.
Ma'am, expect your negotiation to be interrupted. It'll make a good distraction.
Well,
Understood.
they're telling the present. Victoria quickly opens the garage door to the outside, and she wanders towards the vehicle, expecting everyone else to follow.
I follow.
Everyone else follows, apart from Espria, which is currently not in the scene. Everyone boards the vehicle, and you're on their way pretty quickly. Jeffrey is doing his best to make some time in the drive, and there's no traffic at this time of night. It's almost midnight, so you get there very quickly with about 4 or 5 minutes to spare. The east entry to Bicentennial Park by a car. The gate is closed at this time, so you can go no further. You have to park and walk into the
gate
park.
Locked by chance, or is it just
The
closed?
The
Or what
gates.
type of gate is it? I should
It's
mention.
so there is a walkway to the side of the gate, and then there's a gate that goes to a car park, and the gate
Can
is
it be
currently
opened by
closed.
hand?
No, it's closed by the park rangers at 11:30.
Okay.
As you all venture into the park, Espria is in unseen passage, observing the entrance.
Would I be able to? Are they still at the car, or have they walked away from the car?
The entire party is walking into the park, apart from
Okay.
Espria.
I wanted to jump on the roof of the car and then like show up.
As they're walking away from the car, there's another thud, and pretty much everyone turns around. They recognize you.
Yeah. Hold on.
Victoria says, "Where have you been?
Hi.
Why did you bugger off?"
I had stuff to do.
Very well, and they telling the present. She wanders into the park.
Well, we should at the very least keep her up to speed with everything. So to briefly and very quickly summarize, Espria, unfortunately, we're dealing with a situation that can't be avoided. It's something that you need to be comfortable with what's about to happen. So to be quite very clear with you, what we're walking into is a situation with an elder. We're talking maybe 8th generation, maybe before. We're talking someone powerful. We're talking final death may be imminent for any one of us or all of us. So we're going to do our best. I'm going to apply as much diplomacy, as much respect as I possibly can. I'm going to probably be the head of this conversation for us. Nicholas and the Baron himself will be ready for anything that may turn violent. Nyx, Valeria, Lyra, I trust you all three, I do, to do whatever you think is best, to do what your talents will help give us aid. But make no mistake about it, if tonight should be the final night, it's been good while it lasted.
With that, I brought some toys along. Espria will pull out 2 steel kitchen knives. For Aria, I've added that into the Discord chat, so you can add that to possessions. In case things get nasty. Espria is then going to walk over to Victoria and pretty much just state, because you have done so much for me, I am going to assist you. But if things do get too risky, don't. What's the word? Don't expect me to stay. I have businesses and stuff that I need to attend to that mean more to me than this party.
Tori will humbly say, "That's all I can ask, Espria." She continues to walk into the park.
Respectfully, Espria, we all have a lot to lose with this. I can't ask you to care more. I can't ask you to care about any of us. And all kindred tend to be pretty much beholden to themselves, at least usually. I thought that this coterie was, or at least for all of us, it was a bit different, but regardless of how you feel, I hope that we can at least rely on you.
You can count on me. I will
And
do
if
the
we
Alright,
best
survive
well-
this,
to
we're
my
gonna work on your
abilities.
brevity.
Wait, what?
Kiras. Go ahead, Espria. Sorry.
No,
Oh yeah, she was. Nicholas was referring to Kira in that regard. Anyway, as the clock strikes midnight, the whole party walks into the park. As you walk along the pathway, you see a big shadow with what looks like. Go ahead, Jack.
I want to make sure that we've got some disciplines active here, especially,
Sure.
Eyes of the Beast.
Sure. Yep.
Would
Do
I
you
be
see-
able to?
Go ahead.
You go first, do it, Shag.
Yep. So you have Eyes of
Well,
the
no,
Beast
when I
active.
said we, I
Yeah.
meant the party. The one I care about for me is Eyes of the Beast.
Oh, good. As you
I
enter.
would like to activate some things as well.
Okay. Well, firstly, what was Espria wanting to do?
I was looking into do sense the unseen in case there is anything
Okay.
among us.
All right. Sense the unseen is a
It's
with
free,
resolve and
but it's also-
aspects.
With resolve and aspects. Yep. Okay. Includes hunger. Oh, that's a big roll. All right. Does anyone else want to activate anything as well while I do the roll?
As a matter of fact, I would.
Yep. Go right ahead. Kira first.
I want to make sure I get this right too, because I got to make sure I read this correctly. But I'm going to want to activate awe.
Right. That's just going to be free with no roll. It's activated.
I would like to activate Melpomene.
Ooh.
All right. That's also free. And let me just check.
It's going to be a lot to keep track of. I apologize ahead of time because I'm going to pull out all the stops.
Yep. Okay. So you're using aura range essentially. Yep.
Yes, and then additionally, I am going to activate Unswayable Mind and Toughness.
Unswayable mind and toughness. Hold on.
There's a fortitude.
There's a 40. Yep.
Yes.
Thank you.
Toughness
What
is
do
a
you mean
rouse
with
check.
this?
And last.
Yeah,
Toughness, we'll do that now.
Yep. Do a single rouse check. Yep.
All right. I am doing that rouse check, and my result is a pass. I'm good.
Okay. So you don't grow any hungrier.
And last but
you-
most certainly not least.
It's negate damage. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And additionally, the final thing I will activate is heightened senses. I would like to activate. I would like to activate hearing.
Okay, so the heightened senses is going to be wits and resolve.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. I'll roll that now so you can work on someone else if you wish.
I have my result here.
Yep.
Out of the 8 total dice, I got 3 normal unks and 2 star unks, so that's
6
4
successes.
plus 3.
Sorry, yeah, that's 6 successes. Yep. No, sorry, 3
yes.
3 plus
3 normal
4,
unks.
7 successes.
7.
You can sense that there is 2 kindred in the area. You can sense that the Alyssa is definitely there. There is an additional kindred, but not currently visible. But you can sense that their presence is there.
Okay. I would like to.
And then your
relay-
heightened hearing, sorry, Kira.
Yes, I have received 4 successes for my my roll.
You can hear that there is a sort of whooshing sound from the shadow that Alyssa is casting in the distance, and nothing
I'm going to
much
immediately
other
relay
than
that. I'm going to
Anyone-
immediately relay that.
Did anyone want to activate anything else before you continue?
Yeah, can I do heightened sight?
Heightened
That was
sight. Okay.
That senses, yeah.
That's the same. It's the same roll. It's a wits and resolve.
Yeah.
Monkey see, monkey hear, and monkey smell.
3 from Nicholas. 3 from, sorry, what was it? The heightened smell. Okay. You can sniff out that there is 2 other kindred in the area. You pretty much everyone can see at this point that Alyssa is kind of casting a shadow and doing sort of a ritual very akin to how Mars was in the mountains. Very sombra. Yep.
I want to relate.
I'm
this
going to
to
actually ask Lyra a question. Oh,
no,
go
you
ahead,
go
please.
first. No, you go first.
You sure?
Yep.
All right. With Lyra being the resident, blood mage here, someone who would understand casting and whatnot, I'm going to address her as Miss Hemlock. As we're witnessing what we're coming upon right now, do you understand what she's doing? Do you understand any of it?
I understand in parts, just from obviously being involved with it before, but everything about it is not something I know about, which is bugging me.
As you all get closer. Sorry, did
I also have
anyone
a couple
want...
things I can turn on.
Go ahead. I was gonna say
Specifically,
yeah.
fleetness, fortitude, and what was that one called? Prowess. I got 2 successes, so I go and lose 1 hunger.
There's also one thing I want to do, but I'll wait for.
Sure.
I'll
So
wait.
you did fleetness, prowess. What was the other one? Toughness as well.
Fortitude. Or toughness, yeah, sorry.
Yep. Oh, good.
This one.
Okay, so that would be a total of 3 Raz checks. Did you for each
I
of those
succeeded
abilities?
2.
Yep. And the last one you failed, so up to 3 hunger, I think. Okay.
Should only be up to 1 because there was nothing I just couldn't get. There's other things going on.
You start
Okay.
at 1.
Yeah, would have started at 1. I
Gotta
think
be
so.
minimum 2 right now.
Yeah,
Which is
because
what
you failed one of the Raz
I was
checks.
trying to. I am aware, let me speak for a second.
Yep.
What I was trying to say earlier but just other things kept happening.
Yep.
Victor had brought some special blood bags with him that he could have used. While blood bags don't normally allow you to get too full, this isn't human blood, it's vampire blood.
Okay.
It's not like a standard blood bag.
Okay, so you slaked a hunger to mitigate that. That's fine. Okay. All right. So you built one hunger. Yep. All right.
But
And
it should
did any?
be out of those.
Yep.
I think.
We can just say that you're at one hunger right now because you used the blood bags with vampiric vitae to slake down to one. So that's fine. Is there anything anyone else wanted to do?
Box.
Yes. If everyone else is done, before we head out, Espria wants to notify the team and just be like, for some extra protection, I am going to enter stealth and I will stick behind you all. If need arises and conflict does happen, I will try to stealthily get close. But do not stress, I will be here and I will have your backs.
Alright, so I'm assuming you're activating
After
Unseen
Espria.
Presage.
Yes.
Okay, so give me a rouse check.
That is a bestial failure. Well, I guess in this case, just
Okay, so
failure.
you just go up to 3,
up
but you're
by
still
one.
going to Unseen Passage. Cool. Alright, is there anything else anyone wants to do before we engage in the fight?
3 hunger? I'm at 2 hunger on my sheet.
Okay.
I am going to take the head of this, so whenever we approach, I want to be first, I want to be at the front, and preferably presenting myself as... How do I word this without sounding terrible? I'd like to present myself as very Ventru.
As you all approach the bridge where Alyssa is performing the shadow casting, much like Mars was in the mountains, as you're approaching, she reveals an unbirthed, and she uses telekinesis to hold it in the sky. She says, "Oh, hello, friends. Welcome. Wait. There's more than 5 of you. No matter. That's fine. Anyway, here's the unbirthed that I was talking about." You can see it, like, trying to get free of her grasp, but it's not able to. It's just kind of floating in the air. It's been a long time,
I'd like
Victoria.
to walk up.
Good to see you again. She then notices your approach, and she waits for your response.
I'd like to walk up. I'd like to visibly hold out a hand, but not get too close just yet. I want her to engage and meet me halfway if it is cordial. But I'm going to say, Alyssa, I take it. Yes.
Yes, that's
I
my
am
name.
Kira, and it is lovely to meet you. I am Kira, and I believe that you know my my companions. Thank you for meeting with us tonight.
Pleasure's all mine, my dear. So what are we going to start with? The unbirthed gets dropped to the floor quite violently, but is still held in place by Alyssa's compel abilities. She points towards Victoria. She states, "So who's responsible for bringing more than we agreed? Actually, you know what? Don't worry about it. It's fine. Kira. Ventru. Do you have anything else to
ma'am.
say, my dear?"
As a matter of fact, I have lots to say, with your consent, of course. First and foremost, thank you for your very cordial and very forthcoming choice to have us meet here. I would like to thank you for receiving us. It was rather odd how you were able to communicate and hear us within, a place of us, I would say, safety. I would love to know more about that, but before we get into all that, you're being generous, you're giving us something of value. So I think the most important thing is to ask what you would like in return, because I take it you're a businesswoman, as am I. So there is no deal without someone receiving something in exchange, or at the very least a promise of something, a boon, if you will.
She thinks on it, she responds with, that's funny. Yeah, no, this was going to be a one-sided affair, unless you cooperate. You see, the Sabbat, the Black Hand, whatever you like to call it, will rise again. And I will be leading the pack. Should you choose to join me, we could be quite powerful. I could be a strong ally. But should you choose to defy me, well, I would say you'll probably meet your doom. But it's an option. Victoria, my dear, have you relayed to the rest of your group here exactly how powerful I am? Or do you want to leave it to a demonstration? As she makes this statement, suddenly another kindred is pulled up into the air via telekinesis. It's Valeria's sire, Tristan. He is being bound in more ways than one. He's unable to speak, but he notices his child, Valeria. And he tries to gesture towards Valeria. It seems like a gesture of leave, but you don't really get the gesture. It's hard to describe when you've been basically gagged and bound by a very powerful other vampire. So he remains in the air for now. She says, "This one was easy to capture, and I'll offer him back to your care if you agree to my terms. If not, I don't know, maybe kapoof. I'm not sure yet. So, will you join me? Will you join me in leading the Black Hand to rise up and say hell the masquerade like it's supposed to be?"
Firstly, Alyssa, if I may be so respectful and bold, with this being, as you stated, a one-sided communication, well, if we are to agree to terms or do anything, then wouldn't it be behoove you to understand, or rather have people who could also, how shall I say, respect you, maybe, perhaps? Basically, you have us at a disadvantage. Firstly, we only know you as Alyssa. What is your actual name? Is it something followed with a surname, or is it a different name? We don't know you at all. We don't know what to expect of you. We don't know you, so wouldn't it be wise to get to know you better? Tell us a bit about yourself.
Victoria is going to
And
interject.
I want to actually make that a bit of a persuasion, if I may.
Okay, so a few things to wrap here. Victoria will interject to your question, and she will state, "Oh yeah, her real name is Gertrude Black." Alyssa just like props up to this and like sees it as the highest of high insults, and she says, "I don't go back by that name anymore." The voice gets very hoarse and very corrosive in a way. She's insulted. "You will refer to me as Alyssa Noir and nothing else. I don't go by that name anymore. That name was shit."
Well, Alyssa, Miss Noir, firstly...
Thank you.
Yes, I am about being respectful, you know. We Venture are quite proud in honorifics and making sure that things are quite respectful and hospitable. But my question I now pose to you is, what do you think Elysium is going to think of this? What do you think the Camarilla is going to do with this? Because I don't personally think you're afraid of the Anarchs. Maybe you're not afraid of the Camarilla. Maybe that's true. But you have to be afraid of the optics of the Sabbat not only rising to attempt something once again for the first time in I don't know how long. We've read our history. We won't lie to each other. But what do you think the Camarilla is going to think of this, and how far do you think the Camarilla is going to go to stop this, how shall I say, this, I guess you could say, raise of everything we know? You have to expect resistance.
Resistance, perhaps. But the Camarilla has been dealt with for the time being. And I guess I have you all to thank for that. Or so I hear.
So, while Kira is leading her around in circles here, the sire back there who's telekinesis in the air, is that being accomplished with threads of darkness?
No, it's just seems like an invisible connection between Alyssa and the body of this sire.
That's not a vampire power, but okay. Anyway, they're quite getting into it, yeah?
It's a homebrew Elder Kindred thing that I've added. Yeah. So yes, she's got the power to lift things with her mind, basically. That can be bodies, that can be objects, that can be pretty much anything.
She's a witch.
She sounds like she's a cheaty McCheaty face.
Perhaps. As Valeria states this, Kristen's dropped to the ground. He can speak, but no longer move. But still, he can't move. He states, "My child, you need to flee. She's too powerful." As Tristan speaks, he's like, once again silenced. That's enough of that. Anyway, what were we talking about?
What's the shadow
What we were
ritual
talking
behind
about is
her?
getting...
Is that still going on?
The shadow ritual is kind of the shadow's just kind of there, but it's kind of dissipated a little bit. She's just kind of standing in it, but her top of the torso can be seen. You can see through it. There's nothing else there. Yeah.
I can't see the other two kindred either.
The two
ones I
kindred
smell.
that mentioned were Tristan and Alyssa. There's no one else in the area.
Oh, okay. I thought there
Yeah.
were two besides her, so I thought
Yeah,
one of
no,
them
no,
was
no, not in addition.
Tristan,
Not in
but
addition to.
there was a
Yeah.
third.
Arya,
Yeah.
can I slowly kind of go around but make my way towards the Tristan, but like stay stealth and like just slowly?
As long as you don't make yourself known without innocent passage, yes, you can get as close as you like.
Okay, I'd like
But
to
beware.
try...
Beware, Alyssa can probably see you.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to go too close, but that'll be...
So I think I would start using body language to try and communicate to the others in my coterie, specifically, those we know were going to be on the more physical side of this, to gauge, like, are we ready to move?
Everyone gets a little bit
I'm as bad as
closer.
I'm gonna get.
Yep. That's
All right.
fair.
Then if people on my team are ready, then I think during this exchange, while Kira minces words with her, I think...
I'm
Go
so
ahead.
sorry to interrupt you, but I did have one final inquiry before this pops off, if it does pop off.
Yep.
Really quickly, I just want to ask her, because she asked the question of where were we, and I was going to just briefly ask, before we continue further and give you a very well-deserved answer, Miss Noir, you seem far more educated, far more powerful, far more everything, far more above all of everything. I'm curious if you would pay us the respect, and I know that we have no place to demand respect from you, but rather just to understand a little better. How long have you been a part of this world? How long have you been in this unlife? I'm trying to gauge her out of character. I'm trying to gauge, her generation or age. And I would like to try to coax or persuade or with charisma lean into that, because that's the only thing I want to do.
So, okay. Your oars are still activated, but doesn't do much against her. If you wanted to make a charisma and insight roll, go right ahead. She'll contest it with composure and resolve.
Charisma and insight. Copy that. Okay. So I need 7 die. Copy that. There we go.
What was the result of that roll?
Oh, I just realized I was muted. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I would like to burn a willpower, please.
Go right ahead.
3 regular die, yes?
Yep.
Alright. I don't suppose I can burn another willpower, can I?
You can. You absolutely can.
Okay, so
you can keep burning willpower until you
if
have no
I already
willpower, but
have
that has consequences. But yeah,
quick question.
mostly
If
for
I already
willpower
have 4
checks.
successes, do I still get to roll 3 regular die?
If you're re-rolling any of the die, then you change the result of those particular die each time you burn a willpower. So if you have 4 successes, you can either stay on that or you can burn another point of willpower to roll any of those up to 3 regular die. So you can choose to roll 2 die if you want. Up to you. It is risky pulling points of willpower willy-nilly like that, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But I've got some to burn. I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna stick. I have 4 successes.
So she had 3. She is mildly
Yes.
persuaded by what you have to say, but it doesn't really change her resolve. So she responds with,
I just wanted to understand. I wanted to know the answer. That's all I want.
you know, Venture were kind of annoying. They're all talk. But, you know, I am 8th generation, and I'm over 500 years old. But I look 17. I know it's a bit weird, isn't it? But that's how the world works, apparently. But
All right.
I've been around for a very long time. I've seen a lot.
While she's talking, I'm going to immediately deflect it to what you, Nicholas, and Victor were wanting to do, so please take it away, gentlemen.
He's old.
Yeah. I'm going to signal to the others that we move now by growling and shouting, I am sick of bowing to elders with a chance to survive, as I pull out the phosphorus grenade that I got from Victor when we were in the mountains and toss it about 15-20 feet up in the air to detonate.
My god.
Okay, so let's make that a dexterity and let's make it dexterity and
Athletics is
Screw it.
typically the pairing for throwing.
yeah, we'll make it dexterity and athletics, which will be 3 for you.
All of us?
It would.
No, just Nicholas, just the one throwing grenade.
Oh, okay, copy that. Yeah, I was about to say, thank God.
3 successes.
The grenade,
You love to see it.
Die.
the grenade goes right up into the air and then lands near Alyssa's feet in the shadows. It detonates. Tristan is hurled forward towards the rest of the party and takes a little bit of superficial damage, but not too much to her, only about 2. The unbirthed is completely consumed and killed by this grenade. It's no longer a thing. And Alyssa
Sorry, Lyra.
gets thrown. Alyssa gets
me too.
thrown backwards into the shadows. There's no word. And then eventually she gets up. She's taken a little bit of aggravated damage from that.
Would she
Enough
be
to hurt.
stunned?
Just an
She's not-
important point.
Yep, go ahead.
An important note is that the white phosphorus grenade should continue to burn brightly, making it so that there are not good shadows like immediately around it.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yes. So the shadow it gets almost instantly broken. There's no more shadow. Well, you can see is
Am I
Alyssa.
still stealthy, or have I been?
The rest of the party was far enough away to not
Okay.
take any damage. Tristan's
I mean, I was somewhat close. I was like
Tristan's
halfway
sustained.
between.
Well, yeah, you were close, but you weren't close enough to not get
Okay.
hit by that. You had time to react.
Cool.
The blast radius of the white phosphorus is not exactly that large. It's smaller than normal grenades, as far as I know. It's concentrated. The kindred that got the brunt of this was certainly Alyssa. Her leg is burning and it's not going away.
Would she be stunned, or would it give me an opportunity to maybe use Soaring Leap and
She's got
stab her a
enough.
couple times?
She's got enough stamina and composure to not really be that stunned, but she's a little bit confused as to what's going on.
Okay.
As her leg is
Could
continuing to erode.
Yep. Could I? What do I want to do here? I think I do. Can I use Soaring Leap to pretty much get to where she is?
The white phosphorus on the ground is kind of still burning the ground on this bridge.
I've
So
got boots.
you can, however, you probably will sustain a lot of damage.
Okay, so maybe I won't.
Alyssa was
Don't
knocked
touch
back
white
by the
phosphorus.
blast.
It's real bad.
Yeah, this is a bridge above water, above a shallow stream. So it's being eroded away beneath.
Oh, my brain didn't even process it as a bridge there.
Yeah, Alyssa is on the other side of the bridge, and she has a burning leg that is not dissipating very quickly at all.
Can I instead use Soaring Leap to get pretty much jump the gap, but land not in the phosphorus?
You could. It's the Soaring Leap will break your unseen passage.
Oh,
So yeah, do that with a degree of care. Otherwise, you will reveal yourself.
yeah, I mean, I feel like she would know I'm here regardless.
Potentially. As
maybe
Alyssa
I'll-
comes to.
I'll wait.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll wait.
Yeah,
See
as
what
Alyssa,
the
as
party-
Alyssa comes to, she's like, "What is this black magic? My leg is gone and it's continuing to be burned. What is this?"
I am
She's going to relinquish from this, and then she's going to relinquish from this, and then she's going to try and run away. She's kind of done with this now.
I don't want to allow that. I don't want to allow
Uh,
that.
Yeah, whilst they're trying to run away, can I try to use Ripples of the Heart?
Oh yeah, hold on.
To try and use, I'm unsure if there's any like, try and control her blood to kind of keep her in place.
Yeah, so you want to use that on Alyssa? Yeah, go right ahead and make a rouse check. A single hunger die.
Would it be both hunger dice? Because I've got 2 at the minute.
No, it's just a single hunger die. Yeah, right for a rouse check.
Stick on. 1 success.
Okay, so you don't grow any hungrier, and you're able to try and persuade her to stay. She's not really able to resist it so much that she's continuing to try and run away, but she's slower. She's slowed by this ripple.
Would she be outside the phosphorus now?
Yeah, no, she got knocked back by the blast.
Okay.
And her right leg is still burning from the white phosphorus.
I guess then, yeah, now I would like to use Soaring Leap to get around, and then avoid the phosphorus and try to pin her down.
Okay. For Soaring Leap, is
I
that a
believe
roll?
it's free.
Yeah, cost is free. And it doesn't have dice. Yes, okay. So I'm going to say that she's going to try and get to her feet, and then as she does that, she's leaped and jumped on by a pretty angry Nosferatu. She tries to shake you free. She will
Can I also say
activate
something, by the way? Oh,
she will so what's your What is your current willpower, Espria?
Mine, it is currently 5.
Okay. She wins the contest of the willpower, and she shakes you off, and then she activates arms of Amaran to keep you in place. That's going to be a rouse check.
I mean, can't we help since I'm right next to her? Can't I help Espria?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
I was right next to her.
Were you? I jumped across the bridge.
No, the party
I was
apart
walking
from
face to face with her.
the party the party is on the other side of the bridge, and Alyssa and Esprit are on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but didn't
Alright.
we get close? Didn't I specifically get close so I could communicate with her?
And then Wits and Oblivion. You're able to speak with her, but they're not very close. Hold on. Wits and Oblivion is going to be. Wits is 3. That's going to be.
I could go for some of that wine, Nix. Can you just email me some?
Yeah, I'll send it through.
Thanks.
On its way. Maybe just sip it through the camera.
Absolutely.
I've got this dirty human water. That's all I've got.
Delicious.
Once you're good, by the way, Arya, I would like to retort with something.
She attempts to constrain you to the ground with arms of Amaran. However, she's only able to get one of your arms to the ground.
Okay.
You're partially mobile.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Kira.
Yes, since I'm saying she's being pinned down, I'd like to pull out my my Kimber micro pistol, and I'd like to aim it immediately at her head. And I'd like to
just in quick succession. Espria tried to pin down Alyssa, however, she was able to shake her off because she had more willpower than Espria did currently. Espria is now partially trapped in the arms of Amaran. Only one of her arms. The rest of her body is completely mobile. And Alyssa is still on the ground, and she's attempting to get up. So what would you like to do in that situation?
I'd like to pull out my Kimber micro pistol. I'd like to aim it at her head, and as I'm getting ready to fire off some shots directly at her head, I'd like to retort with something that she said earlier, but I wanted to say something clever in return. I was going to say, you know what I find to be interesting about the Sabbat is that they're petulant little kindred who don't know their place in the world, who don't know that they've got it so good. We have everything that we could need. And here you are trying to ruin it for everyone, and then I fire off some shots to her head. As whatever that role would be.
As a reaction, she will use Soaring Leap to jump across the other side of the bridge, leaving Espria on the other side. She's now right in front of you, and let's say we'll do a contested roll. Can you roll? Can you roll dexterity and firearms, and you would have an extra dot because it's a quick draw technically. I'm gonna say that's the case. So yeah, you would be rolling 5 die, including a hunger die, against Alyssa's. Yep.
Before I do that, I don't know how she's able to Soaring Leap since she was pinning down, like spending time physically pinning down someone, and then immediately looks up, hears me, and then does a thing.
She was able to shake Espria free.
Well, she was pinning down Espria then by one arm, supposedly.
Yeah, no, Espria is pinned down by one arm, but she is able to leap across the bridge, the gap.
She wasn't physically holding me down.
Yeah, but who's...
It's Arms of Amaran. It's the ability to restrain beings to the floor with shadow arms, essentially, for a time.
In amongst all this, can Valeria be beelining towards her sire, and what is everyone else up to while this is going down?
Right, so
I was going to ask real quick, can we call for an initiative order?
The initiative order is predetermined. We're not in full combat at the moment, but we might be soon,
I
depending.
just thought it would be better for pacing because we're all kind of jumping in. So I think what if we just kind of had something that's like a little bit more organized, where it's by your discretion, of course, just an initiative order to be like, you go, then you go.
The initiative order in VTM this edition is composure plus resolve, and I have that list here. We're not in full combat at the moment though, so as if the situation plays out, then yes, we will move to that stage.
Are we not in full combat? It feels like we're in full combat.
not just yet. We're almost there. All right. So
maybe if I tried to stab her, we might.
For the shot, as Alyssa is hurling herself towards the party, like I said, can you give me a dexterity and firearms with an additional dot because of the quick draw speciality, and include your hunger die? So it'll be 5 and replace on with your hunger die. And it'll be against Alyssa's dexterity. Let's say stamina and athletics. I'm just gonna be
All right, I would like to burn a willpower and reroll 2 die.
Yep, go ahead.
My 2 questions are: 1, is she soaring, leaping with only 1 leg, since she described having her leg blown off by that grenade earlier? And the second question is, if the arms of that thing that she's pinning Espria with is shadow, is that working in the face of the bright light from the grenade?
Phosphorus, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, she was far enough away for it not to, because far enough away from the white phosphorus for the ability to still activate. It doesn't specifically need a shadow to work. But yeah,
I just wonder if it's like, is it shadow that can be overpowered by powerful light?
Not unless it's directly like on top of it. Basically, it's far enough away for it to still work. It's a system power that doesn't actually require shadow, but it is the act of restraining someone to the ground with shadow arms, essentially.
I'm just gonna BRB real quick.
All good. Yeah. So, what was the result of that roll?
I'm happy to answer that, but just in a moment, something dawned on me because it's really dark in my room and I had to get the flashlight. I thought I needed to roll willpower, and I still just might. But are you able to roll a willpower for 1 die?
Yes, up to 3. A bit of a waste though, but you can do it.
So, all right, I'm gonna burn a willpower because I think this might genuinely be worth it. So I'm gonna give it a try.
All right.
Oh my god, it was worth it. Oh my god, it was worth it. Oh my god.
How many successes did you get?
Oh my god. I had a critical, 2 dice were critical, 3 dice were successes.
3 were critical, so the pair is 4. What's the rest of it?
2 were critical and 3 were regular successes.
2 were critical, so the pair of criticals is 4. And then the
yes, ma'am.
And then what was the rest of the successes?
3 successes, so 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 successes.
7 successes.
Okay. Sorry, what was the 3, Nicholas?
Oh no, that's 7, 5, 2.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, it's 7.
Oh, okay.
It was fucking worth the fucking willpower burn.
As you fire the shots, one of the bullets hits her heart pretty much directly, which will where her heart should be anyway. So it's not a critical hit because she's a kindred, but it's going to do a decent amount of damage. It's going to be another aggravated. The second shot is going to land near her neck, and is going to basically cut a hole in her neck.
Fuck yeah.
So that's going to do a total of, I'm going to say 2 aggravated. she's pretty pissed at this point.
Yes.
She's going to
Yes.
she's going to activate. Okay. Because she's pissed off and specifically at Kira, she will activate
Here we go.
Tabula Rasa,
Oh,
targeting Kira. This is going to be 2 rouse checks
I got toughness
as a
turned on.
cost. Yeah, no, this is not
Just
damage.
to be clear, I've got toughness.
This is not damage.
Okay, cool.
and
She
and while
failed
that's happening,
both rouse checks, so she goes up to 3 hunger. However, for Kira, I'm going to need composure and resolve.
Composure and resolve, got that. I'm also taking a photo of that roll just so that way I can obviously show that it was legit.
Against
and it's
resolve
cool.
and dominate.
Anyway, composure resolve.
That's 9.
Okay.
all right. At this point, what are Nicholas, and Victor up to?
Waiting for our turn.
Yeah.
I think
But no, you're
I-
right.
8,
We
9.
need to act. I think it would be a good idea to have an initiative order here, Arya, just because, like, at this point,
Yes.
multiple things are happening
So-
before other things have had a
So
chance to
so in
happen.
the so
and
in,
it's
so
not-
in the so in the initiative order, the first initiative order is Alyssa because she's got the highest composure and resolve. So she's making her
All
turn
right,
now.
her turn is done, though. She took her
Yeah.
turn.
Yes, her turn is she's activating Tabula Rasa against Kira. So Kira will need to make a composure and resolve test.
I got the result of that.
What's the result?
I'm not even joking. I will take a screenshot. I critted again. I rolled 5 successes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The Tabula Rasa is not contested. What Tabula Rasa does, and I'm so sorry about this. Hold on. Dominate. Erase the victim's
Oh, I
memory to
rolled
the
5
point where
successes.
they
You
don't
told
know
me it's
who they
bad.
are.
oof.
Erase the victim's memory to the point they don't know who they are.
Game over.
Kira forgets who she is.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Alyssa rolled a 7,
Oh.
which beat it.
Are you
which
kidding me?
Which beat the 5.
Wow.
Now, because this is a huge thing, I'm going to offer
Can
you
I
the
re-roll
retroactive. Yes, I'm going to offer you that because this is going to be quite significant. If you would like to do that, you can.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Yeah.
All right, I'll burn a willpower then.
You
Fuck
have
it.
to get 2. You have to get 2 more successes
I'm going
to
to.
meet it, and then it won't have as drastic effect. If you get 3 more successes,
I'm gonna burn
you
another
then,
willpower.
Yep.
I did it! I did it! I did it.
Okay.
It was worth it. I rolled.
All right. So
fucking
rewinding
rolled
the
it.
clock. Rewinding the clock a bit. The Tabula Rasa seems to have no effect. Thankfully,
Holy shit, I did it. Oh my god.
she
Was that gonna be
attempted to.
permanent?
Yes, that is a permanent ability. It's a level 4 dominate
Oh
ability,
my god.
and it
My
requires it is Clad Memory Final Boss, is what that ability is.
Oh my god, Hannah, I
Um,
kid you not. I literally, by the way, I need to tell y'all for full transparency because this is very critical. This is vital. I am now on 1 willpower out of 5. When I had to re-roll that first time, I got no successes. It was nothing. My final roll, I got the 2 successes that I needed.
Amazing.
I had 2 dice.
Alrighty.
You love your willpower.
So with that, Victor is next
Not
in the turn
anymore.
order.
All right, then I would like to make my way over to the brain individual and see what my muscles can do for this problem.
All right. So what are you just gonna use an ability? What are you gonna do?
I'm going to deck her.
Oh, you're going to deck her. Okay.
Well,
Deck her
Let's-
halls.
Let's call that a
It's brawl strength by default.
Yeah, brawl strength. Yeah, that'll work. And extra one for kindred against kindred. Yep. And I guess she can do also brawl strength.
She
To
can
respond.
do either brawl, some
Dexterity
form of
with
melee, or dexterity athletics if she wants to dodge instead of melee attack in kind.
She's just going to try and fight back. She's going to punch you back. So she'll do the same. She'll do strength and brawl, which is okay. What was the result of your roll?
Still coming up with it. 1 second.
I'm literally still tripping.
Oh yeah, no, that was
Holy fuck.
Yep.
Lucky
Yeah.
as shit is what that was.
Yep.
I only had
Kira-
5 dice and I needed 7 successes.
Kira was about to entirely forget who she was. It would have been fucking massive.
would have been awful.
Let's see here. Gonna take me a second to count this.
Oh, good.
I'm not gonna lie, in my head, it would have been devastating as a role player to think about how I would play this character when they basically got no character, no history.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like me right now.
If it helps, use
So I can send a screenshot if you want, but this
Okay.
is literally my biggest dice pool. So
Okay.
15?
15.
Oh,
She rolled a 1,
I
2,
double
3,
added.
4, 5. She rolled a 5.
Holy
I
She
would-
tries-
would
I
love to
rolled
see that.
12 dice,
She-
only one came up a fail, two sets of criticals.
She attempts to hit you in response at the same time and completely misses your head. You clock her directly in the face with a lot of force.
Yeah.
So,
She takes another, I'm going to say,
So-
one
well, how many
more,
successes did she get?
5.
Okay.
So it's a
then
10
she
extra.
takes, 10 plus 6 points from the combination of strength and the prowess ability I activated earlier.
Yeah, so
That was just
I'm
your
gonna,
Storyteller,
hand,
can I
right?
point out something very
I'm
important?
gonna say, so that was 10 plus, so 10 plus how much was it?
10 plus 6, so for a total of 16, but it will get halved.
16
it's,
halved
not-
down,
God.
16 halved down to, what, 8?
8.
And that's going to translate from superficial into aggravated. I'm going to say 2 points of aggravated. Oh, 1 point of aggravated. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, did it roll over?
She's-
Hang on, it's not going to
she's-
meet the criteria of 10?
It's not. Oh, wait a minute. Decapitation. You're right.
That's what I was thinking, baby. That's what I was thinking. Hear me out,
Okay.
Derek. I was just thinking
Oh.
about that dude. If it
Yeah.
meets the
No.
criteria of 10.
You did exactly what Jasper did in LA by Night. No, you've decapitated her.
Yep, you're thinking the same thing, baby. Yeah.
She is no more. Alyssa's head detaches from her body, and
Damn.
she turns to ash.
Oh my god. I'm
Yeah.
actually going to literally, like, my eyes are going to be bug-eyed. I'm going to look at Derek, and I'm going to be in a state of fucking shock at the level of this man's fucking power.
Yeah. No, that
I'm not even
absolutely,
going
that
to say a
absolutely would
goddamn
have.
word.
That absolutely would have exceeded the amount of decapitation. So she big dead. Yep.
Fucking Sabat
Yeah, I was
trash.
thinking, I'm so. Oh my
Nice.
god! Out of character. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, Derek.
As everyone comes to, Tristan gets to his feet, walks over to Valeria, and she's like, "My child, are you okay?"
She hugs him violently and looks up and just sort of nods meekly and then hugs him again, burying her face into his chest.
He says, "I'm not glad to have needed to create you, but I'm glad that you're safe." The rest of the party, Victoria is just completely stunned. She
I'm
just
stunned.
like
I'm going to literally.
she just witnessed her grandsire get taken down by a particularly powerful Bruja.
Fucking Bruja pride.
Someone
Fucking
someone
Brujas.
that she has clearly misunderstood or understated his power. And once she realizes what's happened, she just walks away from the rest of the group and collects her thoughts.
Can I do something?
Please.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I would like to use Soaring Leap again to get back to the proper side of the bridge. And
Yeah,
I just wanna,
as she's decapitated, the arms of Abradan absolutely breaks, and you are able to
Yeah.
freely soaring leap back over. Yep.
I just want to turn to Victor and go, "What the fuck? You could have at least kept her alive for information. What am I gonna do with this?
Oh god, what a Nosferatu thing to
The
say.
only information one needs from Sabat trash like that is if they are dead or not. Information received.
Could have at least learned how she survived all these years. That would have been great. No?
Frankly, fuck that.
I could interject there.
With Victor.
Victoria
Nice.
comes back to the rest of the party and she says she had the ability to enter the Shadowlands. And we don't know now because she's dead. Like dead. But likely whenever the beckoning called to her, she had simply ignored it by entering the Shadowlands where it couldn't reach her. That's probably how she survived all these years. But in any case, it doesn't matter because she's gone. And we are safe.
Yeah, what is the Shadowlands?
So the Shadowlands is a realm that generally only kindred with access to the Oblivion Tree have the ability to do, but it is a Oblivion Oblivion ceremony, level 5 Oblivion ceremony, and its effect is just enter the Shadowlands. The ability is called the ceremony is called Ex Nihilo. She's able to just basically go to another dimension when needed, whenever she wants, but it's got a lot of cost. But she would have been able to sustain that with all her resources over the years. But that is Victoria's theory as to why she still existed. Yeah.
I suppose she's gonna start jotting this down in her little notebook.
I'm going to, for the first time since I've been silent for I guess a good 5 minutes, I'm going to immediately walk up to the Baron. I'm going to still I'm still going to have a level of shock on my face, but I'm going to have my hand out extended towards him, but be awkward as fuck about it and be silent about it.
You might want to use other hands. This one made mess.
Oh god.
Baron, well, firstly, how she was hundreds of years older than you. She saw things and did things that none of us, including you, probably can comprehend. How did you, how?
Lucky shot, mostly. But you need to understand.
Lucky shot.
My position in this area comes with responsibilities. I am the Anarch's first response to anything they need dead on the eastern half of Australia. I've had a lot of practice.
Firstly, I know you don't pay for drinks at my establishment, but you know, if you did, free drinks. But
Anything
honestly,
with vodka.
thank you. Of course, for Mother Russia.
No, you misheard me. Anything but vodka. Can't stand it.
Oh, anything but. Oh, my apologies. Well, I was not familiar with your game, sir. Go ahead, Espria. I'm good now.
I want to ask alright, this one. But brain. So she turned to ash, but would any of her, say, personal belongings be also ash?
Loot.
Like a diary,
I think so.
or anything.
So
that
she
could
doesn't.
held information.
She's a light. She travels extremely light. She doesn't have anything on person at all. Apart from a pen that is a fountain pen that is like of great significance, his significance to her personally. That's it. That's all that's left in the where her clothes remain.
Okay,
Where the
I want
ash is,
to-
there's a fountain pen sort of sitting on top of it.
I just want to kneel down, pick it up, and be like, nothing even to note besides a fucking pen, and then I just drop the pen in the ash and just like walk away.
Would you say you throw it into the
I
white
drop the
phosphorus that's still burning?
No,
'Cause you're
into
mad?
the ash.
Okay, you just drop it
I
back into
just- I
ash.
just
Okay.
Drop it. Fuck it.
Is that one of
Okay.
those 4 color pens? I want it.
It's a very old school like fountain pen, like one of the first fountain pens that would have existed.
I double want it.
Like a vintage fountain pen. I mean, it's still there if you want to go and grab it.
I mean, yeah, it's just in the pile of ash.
Yeah, it's a bit more damaged than it was before. But yeah.
Espria prefers pencils over permanent ink.
Is there anything left of the unbirthed that we can use?
The unbirthed is no, it got almost completely and utterly destroyed.
Wiped out, yeah.
With the white phosphorus. It was basically in the epicenter of the grenade. That's where it landed.
Took the brunt, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully Tristan was just hurled forward from the blast. It was far enough away for it to not injure him, but yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow. Just hoping to get
That
some.
All right.
Was... Wow.
Oh.
Well, and with that, thus concludes season 1 of our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle Sydney by Night. We sincerely hope you enjoyed tonight. And as dawn approaches, we hope to see you next time. Night falls. Bye for now.
Bye bye.
Bye.